Today marks 59 days of doing this every single day, documenting what I love, and at some point, it's all gonna go. Today is a nice Sunday night, and it's kind of I guess like a self-care kind of night, where we need to do some work on the studio. I find that my workshop is kind of that was a gnarly noise. I kind of find that my workshop... Okay, now that's just getting ridiculous. Okay. Oh, now it stops, alright. I find that my workshop is kind of an extension of me. And how well or how smoothly it's operating is often, pretty representative of how I'm feeling. You know, studios, they don't just become efficient overnight. As much as I've tried many times in my creative career to solve all my problems all at once, I've found that doing things like iteratively, or a little bit at a time is what I'm trying to say, makes a world of difference. Because sometimes you can use hyper efficiency, trying to make things perfect, as a bit of a distraction from confronting real problems. But also, working on my workshop is also something that brings me a lot of joy and comfort and meditation, and also a time to reflect, and a time to reflect on how I'm working. What I'm saying is, tonight is very important to me, and I feel a little bit vulnerable working on my space like this, because it's not flashy nor exciting, but it is important. Gonna head home, gonna get more stuff. Tonight I want to tackle some of the bugbears that are in my storage that would be much more useful to actually have in my workshop. Oh, I can't. Listen to these little purrs. My next bit of workshop organization, my plastic glue and sprue goo holder, just like that. And now I can sit somewhere, I can pick it up, I can put it down, and I always have them, and they always have a place to go. And then, oh, this one's still a bit wet. This one's for my utility knife. Remember how I lost my utility knife the other day? Well, I thought that means it needs a place. This slides in here, and in here is like a perfectly cut profile for the spare blades, and a perfectly dull blade which I can use to unscrew the back of the knife, which is a hack that I did to my utility knives a couple of years ago that would allow you, with a couple of turns, to replace your blades with just another blade. Stock, they don't allow you to do this, but it's how I like to do it. And sometimes, on a very rare occasion, you don't have a spare utility blade to unscrew this, so the holder will have one forever. Now, how is our original glue holder going? Well, I've got a lot of questions about what's in the end of my caps, and it's literally just a push pin, which helps clear the passage if glue gets stuck there, and it also acts as a cap because I keep losing them. Now, the next problem I need to solve is when I remove these, I put them on the desk, and then I lose them, or I maybe stand on them or something dumb. So, hey. I think this ridge needs a permanent bit of cork on the back that we can plug the pins we're not using into, maybe add some spare ones. So in this box is a whole bunch of paper and textures I've been collecting, because you might not know this about me, but I make games and stuff sometimes. This is a project I did with my friend Big Boy Game Time, and our style is super weird, it's super grungy, super aggressive, and it uses a lot of textures. And we want to help people make their own stuff with textures. So last year we released a free texture pack called Skin Graft. And that texture pack is basically our entire life's work of textures that we've collected. And Stephen, Big Boy Game Time, has asked me to make a volume 2 with him. Actually, you know what? I got something in my PO box, and I think I know what it is, and I think it actually uses our textures. Woohoo, okay. This book is by Kameworks. Kaim. And from what I'm told, their game that they've made called Scum uses some of our textures to make it look all cool and grungy. Wow, this is beautiful. Really, really cool. Yeah, I recognize these. See all the little grungy speckles and dusty bits? Yeah, we make those. Like this image is one that I made years and years and years ago. Skin Graft. That's us. Go check it out. So kind of the curse that Stephen and I have is we're always looking for textures. The texture of this lino cut block, texture of this grid paper. So I'm going to do that in the coming weeks. Now, if I'm being honest, I'm on a bit of a road of self-improvement at the moment. I've been listening to Adam Savage's book, Every Tool's a Hammer. That was recommended to me in the comments by, well, a number of people. So I thought, well, I might as well. So while I've been exercising and hiking and stuff, that's what I've been listening to. Adam Savage talks a lot about writing lists and the importance of lists. And I think that's something I would like to try to implement into my life. And for a long time, I carried around a little A6 size notebook, but I think I would like to have something A5 size. So I'm going to try to replicate this in a bit bigger. Okay, how does this work? Now, I really love my tiny little pocket notebook, and I've used refills on refills on refills on it. But for this one, this is intended to be a loose leaf notebook. So all the pages aren't going to be stapled or bound together. They're just going to be floating in this case. And that way I can take things out and I can scan them and I can print on them and do whatever, but it means that it will be easier to share my work in progress stuff with you.